Hi, my friends. I'm so sorry that I haven't been on YouTube for a while. And I'm not, reading anything because I'm not really quite sure what you guys want, or what I want to do, even, when it comes to that kind of thing. So we did finish the Swedenborg sampler, which, went over at least 4 or 5 books of Swedenborg. And, so I'm doing kind of my own, reading on my own. And, I don't know that's something that, that you guys really want to hear from me. In the meantime, I've, been offered some other work. And, I'm thinking about doing it and contemplating which would be better, for me to do. And as I'm learning about, myself a little bit more and working on some issues and everything, last few videos that I've had have been about the sort of more of the narcissistic person in your life kind of a thing. And one of the things I didn't know about were the various different narcissistic personalities that are out there, and there's a whole range and where you fall on that spectrum, from, left to right getting worse and worse, being the narcissistic sociopath. And I've been listening to two that I know who admittedly are aware that they are sociopaths, or narcissistic, sociopathic, or yeah, and they're the highly intelligent of their kind, and then there's like the medium sociopath, for lack of a better term, and then the moderate. And usually the moderate or the covert narcissists may or may not know that they are, that way. They do know that they are, that what they are doing is hurtful, and yet they don't know maybe why they're doing what they're doing. And the way that they coped with things as whatever caused them to be. And that's the other thing, the different causes. I believe my dad was made a narcissist because he was put on a pedestal by my grandmother. And that's abusive, to make your child the golden child, that they are, they're wonderful, they're genius. Well, my father is very intelligent in some areas. But narcissists don't love the same way you and I do. They covert narcissists can imitate caring, but inside they don't really feel that. They just feel repulsed. My understanding. So they can put on a mask to look like they are normal, caring, and that's why, for me, being an advanced empathic person, I cannot feel actual pain that other people feel in my body, but I sense it, enormously. Like even when I'm using iPad, I can sense the energy and I can feel the energy. I'm very sensitive from the iPad, and so I have to, be hands off, from it, and kind of be away from it, and not use it as much. And I can, go into a work environment and I can sense, where things are calm or things are not, very hectic, and not because of sound or senses, but other, bodily senses. Um, and I want to smooth things out. I want to fix things. I want to make things better. I want to help. I want to, I don't necessarily want to be the center of attention. I just want to make things right, you know. So people are happy, and everything's calm. um, and of course, I can't always do that because that's not the nature of the way things work. So, so when I see somebody who is, so for me, what I had to do is ask the question, okay, who was the narc in my life? Who was the who did I take care of? And so you could ask that question for yourself. And then once you do, and you evaluate what that is, for me, my father was the narcissist, abusive, and to me, since I was a young, girl, 5 or 6 years old. And my mother was also a victim of his, but she didn't know what he was. She just thought, he was shy, that, even though he was very good looking, intelligent in other areas, she loved him. She was a very caring, empathetic person, and he, would do all his narc tricks on her, and she thought there was something was wrong with her. It wasn't her, it was my father, okay? But being a child, I didn't know that then to be able to help her to understand what was going on. So now that I have the situation at work, and I recognize what's going on, there's nothing I can do except to fix myself and to work on myself. Because if I do that first, then I can heal and I can move on and learn more about myself, because each of us have to take care of ourselves eventually. The narcissist always looks for fuel. There's always scanning the room, always looking around for who can I add. And you guys are more compartmentalized, but women too, have their main source, mostly their spouse, family members, and then friends, cohorts, and so forth. The person at the Starbucks, or something. Or the person at the nutritional store might be somebody, or some other co-workers, that they will get, and they triangulate and try to get you, to give them more attention, get you jealous, that kind of thing. And so I just find it very interesting in the last, 20 some odd days now that I've been studying, because I felt like I had to save my life, pretty much, my sanity, because I didn't understand what was going on. And I thought, oh, okay. And with all of the, thank you for YouTube and all of the people putting out information about narcissistic personality disorder, cluster Bs, and so forth, because I wouldn't have been able to figure it out so quickly and get myself out of trouble if it wasn't for Facebook and the groups and that are on there, and telling people like myself what to do. And the number one thing, of course, is to get away permanently, just to go no contact if you can. But if you work and that's your your bread and butter, then what's the next best step is to, first of all, work on yourself, get yourself away and work on yourself. And then, set up your boundaries and you decide what you want to do, and what's going to work for you. I'm also, a Christian, and so I, love people, and I want, of course, to give them love, but sometimes we have to be loving from afar. You have to first love yourself, take care of yourself, get yourself together, and then you can love others even more so. So I couldn't even be a good friend to her or him if I don't work on myself first. And so you come first. It's not being selfish. You are first. Like when you're, I think I made this mention before, you're on a plane and the plane is in trouble. You're in trouble. The oxygen masks fall. You put it on yourself first, then you can help others, okay? So, yeah, so that's what's going on with me. As far as music goes, we're still planning on doing the gig at the end of the month here. So I'm still going to be doing that, doing some music and all that good stuff. And so I've got some work to do this weekend with music, and I that's another saving grace of mine, is having music and having an outlet and having things and having other people in my life that are sane, that are my friends, that care about me, having a partner, having a wife that is loving and so sweet, and that is my main source of love that I get here on earth. And of course having my Lord number one in my life. So I praying, meditating, asking for help, and he's led me all along to finding ways to help myself. And so you have to ask the Lord, okay, this is what I'm going through. I'm a freaking mess. What happened? Why did I ask for this? Is this something you're helping me clean up? Is this something you're helping my spirit with to grow? And yes to all of that, So anyway, that's what's going on, and I'm glad you guys are hanging in there with me. I'm hoping to get some more music. Probably this weekend I'll, put a song or two out, and yeah. So give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe only if you like it. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care. I love you guys. Okay, bye-bye.